It'd be nice if we had a crocodile nearby so I could just shoot him from here. So, let me try my best. There's definitely a crocodile that's kind of looms around here. Oh, God!
Yeah, there he is. He found you.
It hasn't been fun in the jungle today. It's been absolutely awful in the jungle today. Anyway. Good day, Ruskin enjoyers. Hope you're doing alright, because it's time to talk about the August Force-Wipe Rust Door. We've got a very interesting batch of skins today, but before I proceed, as you'd normally expect, I'll sit here and say, if something has caught your eye, and you just want to get a good look at it right now, consider looking in the description, scroll down, and you'll see everything is chaptered. So, let's say, for example, you want to get a good look at those tools, or maybe that jackhammer there. Well, just look at the description. Skip ahead if you want to. I provided that to you. Now, let me just quickly tell you what happened with this rust door. So initially, this is what we saw. This is what we saw as accepted. Now, if you go in the Rust Workshop, you'll see there's like a special accepted section. That gives you an early indication for what skins have been accepted, and you get the idea. This will appear before the rust door rotates. What happened was, we saw this, and for about 20 minutes, the rust door did not, it didn't rotate. Now, I took advantage because I saw that Island Assault backpack being accepted, and I was like, say no more. So I quickly ran over to here, and yeah, I went and bought an extra 100 Island Assault Rotan kilts. Yep, so I bought 200 of them. I'm happy with that. Now, let me just sit here and say, that's not all the skins. Nope. Because after about 20 minutes, I'm not sure if Face Punch forgot about this, or maybe something just didn't work, but if you could look over to here, there was actually 4 extra skins accepted. This actually happened before the rust door even rotated, so we got an early glimpse of what was going to be added to the rust door, but then these 4 pilot, airplane, aviator theme skins were added as well. Now, of course, they were added because we got the special pilot Hazmat DLC being added today. We were anticipating skins like that being accepted. Wasn't in the initial batch. Maybe Face Punch was like, oh, damn, we're supposed to accept some of those. Let's just quickly add them. Who knows? I have no idea. That's just a silly thing that could have happened. So, okay, cool. A very nice batch of skins, and let me tell you, some very, very interesting features. So we're going to hop in, showcase each of these skins. You can tell me which one's your favourite, feel free to comment below and whatnot. But also we're going to question what potentially is going to be the best investment for this week. We'll talk about, will things work out nicely, or are we potentially seeing a little bit too many sales? And I'll talk more about that in a second. Don't you worry. But first things first, let's hop out of here and point out which of these skins are abnormal. So, as you can see, 12 skins in total, and if I could just quickly point out, modern military boots and the Dominus Mortis SAR, both of these skins are not abnormal, and that's it. Just those 2 skins are not abnormal. Every other skin here, 10 in total, they are abnormal. We have a lot to chase after next week, which isn't a problem. I'm happy to look forward to that. Now, if I could just quickly point this out to you, we, of course, last week had some interesting skins, but there was a problem with them. So let me just quickly put these away. Now, of course, I would use SEMM to APP if it was working, but unfortunately it's not. It's used up all its bandwidth, but it does say, hey, try out Skinlytics. So here's Skinlytics, a perfectly fine, nice substitute. I do believe they're slowly building themselves up. They want to compete with SEMM. So, okay, keep an eye out for that. And, of course, it's linked right there. It's linked right there. So, cool, you know how to navigate over to here. So, all the skins from the previous week. 2 potential issues. Number 1, they sold a lot. Please be a little bit wary about that. Lots of sales are happening, but we're getting closer and closer to September, October, November. The dreaded autumn-fall seasonal dip. Kids are going to go back to school. There will be less people playing Rust. There will be less demand for skins. There will be lower skin prices. It's an inevitability. The one saving grace is if we see the naval update coming out either in October or November. If that happens, ooh, that won't be so bad then. That won't be so bad. A lot of people will turn out to playing that because a lot of people want to make boat bases. So, okay, cool. Another problem is that all the skins here, you can't search for them on the Steam market. Steam market is broken at the moment. So if I could just quickly showcase this to you. There you go. Island Assault Team Kilt. It looks like that. Nobody right now can list their skins on the Steam market. It's awkward. It's odd. The only way you can technically sell them is directly to the buy orders. We don't want to do that. These are valuable because we got the instant backpack continuation accepted today. And we are anticipating the jacket. There's a lot of things to talk about, but we've got to wait until we talk about the island backpack, right? So just pace yourself. But yeah, Every single skin is like this, and it's not just Rust. Here's Sandbox. Sandbox is the same. So I'm pretty sure if there's some brand new Counter-Strike things, they'll be exactly the same as well. TF2 as well. So you get the idea. Cool. Right, so Steam is broken. Hopefully that gets fixed. We've had this issue before back in Easter. Didn't really help out the Easter items, did it? No. But I can sit here and say Undersalt Team Kill is in a very good position at the moment. It is in the positive. If you happen to own any, refrain from dumping, all right? There's no issues in regards to its price. And if we keep seeing more and more of these Island Assault skins being produced and accepted, I think so. I think things are only looking better, all right? So, cool. So, yes, if you're confused in regards to that, yes, I'm aware. You will not be able to search for them, but in due time, you will be able to, eventually see them. Is that all right? What? Steam, what is going on with you? It said 1 out of 10 there, but now there's there's only so many. Normally you'd see 10 skins. How come I only see 7? Refresh. Yeah, Steam is really, really, really weird at the moment. Also, I should point this out as well. Island Assault, as you can see, the prices don't seem that high. That is because the prices that you see in this position, they're not correct. Steam is really broken at the moment. So if I could just sit here and say, looking at the hoodie, it says £2.27 my currency, that's about $3. If we go over to here, you'll see that, okay, it seems to probably be fixed now, or maybe it's only just updated, but it's been very, very delayed to update with prices. Some people telling me, hey Hedge, I saw the kilt was selling for $50 earlier. No, it's just a weird thing going on. So yeah, you cannot see the tier 2, but it technically is marketable. It's just awkward. So yeah, sorry if that wasn't super explanatory, but this has happened before. Give it a week or two, it'll probably be fixed by then. All right, I've told like face punch people, community people in regards to this issue, but it's out of their hands. It's a Steam issue. Cool. Right, so we got that all nice and established. Now let's talk about the update. Wow. So it was August 4th wipe. A lot of people turned up today. We saw just over 190,000 people turn up. Very nice things. Some interesting updates to hardcore. Yes. So if I could just keep scrolling down. We also saw some interesting things in regards to a brand new DLC pack being introduced. The Pilot Hazmat DLC. Also the brand new menu UI and all that. That's pretty cool. Feel free to comment below if you happen to like it or not. But yeah, Pilot Pack DLC, brand new Hazmat. You got the very cool brand new skin for the SAP, the M15 pistol, a brand new skin for a code lock, a small box skin, and a brand new chair skin. Throne chair. It's actually technically a chair skin. So, okay, cool. Volumetric clouds and fog. It's very cool. And yes, we also have the Twitch drops as well. If I could just quickly scroll down over to here, you'll see at the very bottom a lovely batch of Twitch drops currently being given away. And I'm sure you've already seen my video showcasing all of them. So that's available for 10 days. Watch anyone streaming Rust on Twitch. You can get these skins for absolutely free. But you have to watch these individual streamers 2 hours of your time. Watch them and you can get their skins as well. Cool. So I'm sure you know about that. I'm sure you get that. Cool. Right. So let's just have a little discussion in regards to the skins that we have in the Rust store. It has been about 9 hours since the Rust store rotated. And they're saying a little bit too much. Yes. This brand new Sinotype all large box, there is a problem. 9 hours in, almost 17,000 subscribers already. Last week, this large box, 24 hours in, it did just over 20,000 subscribers. So you're telling me, in less than half a day, this is almost matched up to what that did the previous week after 24 hours? Yes. Yes. And to remind you, this did 17,000 subscribers after the first 24 hours of sales. Okay. Yeah, that's becoming a bit of a problem. I understand a lot of people like super hyped up to see a brand new storage collection, and the fact that we keep seeing more and more being accepted consecutively, that's cool. But as an investment, that's a worry. You're going to start seeing lots and lots of them appear on the Steam market and on third-party sites. So you've got to be careful about this now. We just told you, in just about a few weeks' time, or several weeks' time, kids are going to go back to school. There will be less people playing Rust, and prices are expected to drop off because there'll be less people playing Rust. It's not too hard to comprehend. Less demand. Okay, so be a bit careful. Buy orders are probably the smartest thing you can do right about now. So, okay, right. So, that does apply to like the SAR, the backpack, the garage door. Yes, okay, you've been warned. Just hope you heard me enough. But for what I see here, I can't complain. There's some pretty cool looking skins. I was genuinely under the assumption that we're going to see only pilot theme skins being accepted this Rust store. We still saw some collection continuations, some pretty funny ones, and of course the extra late pick that was submitted a year ago. Looks like we've got another pair of boots. What's with all the boots? Well, I mean, this isn't a surprise. There was lots of boots needed for, to complete many collections, clothing armor collections, and they're all been accepted now. So, okay, fair enough, cool. Right. So, you can sit there and comment below which was your favourite skin of the week to be accepted. But now, I have to sit here and start talking about all these skins individually and question how they likely to behave in a foreseeable future. Could they potentially be nice investments? Sinotype or large box. So I've already made this point. Lots of people getting hyped up, seeing all these skins being accepted, getting very, very, very eager and all that, but please be aware. After Sinotype firearms, all these other boxes here, they are not performing super great at the moment. So let me just quickly show you this in dollars. Let me just quickly tend to that, quick refresh, and what do we see? That should now be in dollars. Come on, don't be shy. And there we go, thank you. Right, so I can also point out 644 sales in the past 24 hours. That's madness. But there is demand. But there's a lot of them being listed as well. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you for listing 63 right there. Very clever thing to do. Very clever. So yeah, there's a lot of people trying to unload stock. Maybe they're a little bit worried. Maybe they're a little bit scared. Okay, but well, did you even bother buying these? But more specifically, as we go through the inevitable autumn-fall seasonal dip, do not be surprised if these other Sinotype large boxes go down in price. Even firearms. But these, don't be surprised they drop off to about $2. But also, don't be surprised they just retain their value. They have a lot of support. They have a lot of buy orders. So I don't think they're all going to crash and burn. But this behaviour has happened before. They might dip a bit. But then, post-Christmas, January 2026, it is expected they'll rebound. And you should start seeing them rising up in price ever so nice. Do you remember the graffiti storage collection? That got 3 years of no brand new storage collection being accepted, and it had room to stretch and rise up in price ever so nice, if that makes sense. We could potentially see another storage collection being accepted literally just after Sinotype. Don't be surprised. There is potential of it happening, and skin creators are probably rubbing their hands in anticipation for the idea of that, but yeah, okay. There's still potential problems. But overall, to see the all box getting a lot of attention, that's a very good indicator that there's a lot of people that really do want to get like a full collection of these. People care. There is demand. And that's nice to see, but a lot of people now buying these in excess with the pure intent to sell. And there's nothing wrong with that, but if there's far too many people doing it, there will be issues. Yeah. So I think we got that nice and established. So the smart thing to do, I will sit here and say, is to stick with a buy order. Now, essentially what I've just said is everything I said last night when we did the buy orders for all the skins, the abnormal skins, including last night's Sinotype components box. So if we could just quickly hop over to YouTube, I would recommend to all of you, if you're new to this, please consider watching my most recent Ruskin Abnormal Barders video for August 7, 2025. If you don't fully understand what abnormals are, in short, they become marketable before the Rust store rotates. And we can do early buy orders, look at the skins buy order support afterwards, and that's basically how many buy orders it has, how much price it goes up to. And in regards to that, they had some good buy orders, but still, it sold a lot. This has done over 40,000 subscribers, that components box right there. So I just said, you know what, I think I'm just going to stick with the buy order. But after looking at all the support that Island Assault Roadside Kilt had, I was like, I think I've got to step in and just buy some. Clearly, people really want it, and yeah, so that felt like a bit of a risk still, considering how much it sold compared to the other pieces in its clothing armor set. But I felt like it was a risk worth taking. So, yeah. These early buy orders do help risk assess, I guess you could say. Makes you consider if you actually want to jump in and make a good investment in some of these skins. It helps give you confidence if it's actually going to retain its value. So, consider watching the first 5 minutes of that video. Skip ahead to the buy orders chapter. You'll understand basically everything. Cool. It's definitely worth being aware of. Especially if you want to get a lovely bit of profit out of Ruskins. So cool. So hopping back over to here, shall we now go in game and give this a good look? Get a good look at that view. Thank you very much, Mr. Micro, for putting the stage down. He got an awesome spot. Get a good look at that atmosphere. Get a good look at that mountain. It's wonderful looking design. So yeah, that does look very nice. Oh yeah, we're here to showcase this large box. So get a good look at that. This also has a very nice view. Yes. So not everybody is super happy about the sides. I'm becoming more and more aware of that. They'd much rather the picture be in the sides. Okay, I get you. I understand. I see it. But yeah, that kind of does make sense. So there is definitely people offering their own opinions, saying that they're not super happy with the design overall. But at the end of the day, it's still a storage collection. But for all those people that want to squeeze in as many boxes as they can in such a small area, it's not super helpful for them. I get it. I understand. So, okay. At the very least, look at this at night time. Now we've got the light right next to it, and as per usual, we've seen a nice bit of reflection, like we did with all the other skins. And now, let's go to Total Darkness. As you can see, this stands out very, very nicely. So yeah, I mean, it's another edition. What's this, number 5? We're probably going to see all the way up to 15 to 18, like we did with the previous storage collections. I will sit here and say, we've actually had some incomplete storage collections before. I've seen some finish at only like 7. So I don't know what's going to happen, but we definitely don't want that to happen with the Sinotype. So keep an eye out on the workshop for the next skins to be made. And feel free to comment below. What would you like to see being made next? Next up, here we have the Dominus Mortis SAR. Gotta be honest with you, I was kind of a bit surprised to see this as the second best-selling skin, with Undersort skin currently being the Rust store. I give props to the skin creators. This is a very cool design. We, of course, have already seen the AK-47 being accepted previously. But this ghoul, with his gold-trimmed nails, reaching out and screeching at you. They should do a Halloween skin. I think that would be pretty cool. Maybe that's when they can start doing deplorables. Just to point out, we've had like a From Hell skin being accepted in a Halloween Rust store before, so I'm sure other people can give it a shot. They've got some pretty cool, scary-looking designs. So, alright, sweet. Now let's take control. Hold it in my hands, give that a good look. A very nice, ghoulish, ghastly-looking design. All by design. So yeah, give that a good look. Let's just move the sun around a little bit more. Don't you want to go a little bit round? Come on. Right, perfect. So that's a little bit better. Yeah, good look at that. Nice and shiny. I aim down the sight. Standard black sight, no transparency. Okay. And of course, quick look at night time. As you can see, there is no glow, and what appears to be no night light. I have to question this. After today's update, has it been a lot darker for you? It wasn't fun running around in the jungle at night time, let me put it that way, but I couldn't see a thing. It was ridiculously hard to see, so, okay, yeah, I'd love to hear your opinions. I'm not sure if that was included in today's update. Might have been a bit of a glitch, but yeah. So, okay. Let's now go ahead and look at this on stage. Yeah. Get a good look at that. Quite nice and reflective indeed. Right, let me strike a pose, and beautiful. So yes, as I said, it's a ghastly, ghoulish design, all by design. But what weapon skin would you like to see being made next? If I can recall, an L96 was also produced somewhat recently. Maybe we'll see a resubmission. Would you like to see a SAP? A revolver? An SKS? How? What are you talking about? Oh, we'll wait until the end of the video. So the Dominus Mortis SAR. Pretty interesting standout design. We only have one skin. It turns out it's $3.45 now. When did that happen? I have seen some very random buyouts recently for AK-47s. Looks like manipulators might be testing the waters, but yeah, 83 sales today. Interesting. Okay. Purely due to the fact that we got the SAR accepted? This happened, yes, when we saw the Rust rotation. Alright then. Well, let's just quickly get looking a little bit closer. Look at the boulders. It is better than where it was. But yeah, for a very long time, this was selling for like next to nothing. Like barely $1, basically. But now, I've noticed improvements. So, okay, cool. Are we going to see consistent uploads with this collection? So let me just quickly show you this. Over to here, with the Dominus Mortis collection, I've seen the AK being accepted. We saw an LR300. We saw an L96. I made a point of that. But now we have the SAR. Well, with 2 skins accepted now, wouldn't surprise me if we do see some more. But don't rule out the possibility of seeing a collection just randomly in with 2 skins. Right? The AK did suffer. The SAR very likely will suffer. if we don't see another collection continuation for a fairly quick time, let's put it that way, yeah, the SAR's very likely to suffer as well. Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. But the more the merrier, and I mean, I am surprised to see it's the second best-selling skin this week, over the backpack from one of the most in-demand collections this year, by quite a significant margin. So, okay, fair enough. Feel free to comment below why you like it. Is it because a YouTuber used it or something? I don't know. But, hey, nice to see. I still question it, though. And that skin is not abnormal this week, so that's going to be a bit of a concern. But, by all means, if you like it, if you want it, buy it, use it, enjoy it, support the skin creators, keep them nice and motivated, keep wanting to put out nice creative designs in the future. If you like it and you want to see more, show support. Simple as that. So, okay, maybe we can wait it out till Wednesday and question if it's going to be a nice investment. But like most SAR skins, and this is where I really regret not having SCMM, it's nice to look at that, but I want to see every single SAR skin and see if they're either in the green or in the red. So if you're one of the people running this website, that's a much better visual compared to this. It's nice to see. It's just I'd rather see what's doing good, what's doing bad. If that helps, gives you a good idea in regards to whether it's a nice idea to invest into SAR skins in general, if you know what I mean. It'd be nice to know in like backpacks or chair skins, stuff like that. So yeah, that's for the person running the website. So by default, I'm sure many of you are fully well aware because I've said it many times in the past. SAR skins in general don't tend to work out very nicely, like AK-47s. So again, it's better to wait it out and then make considerations. But one purchase for yourself, one treat for yourself, oh, just buy it for yourself. That's fine. But we are here to talk about whether it might work out as a nice investment. I think I'd rather wait it out a bit more. If that does excessive sales, yeah, you're better off with a buy order. Right then. Let's now move on and talk about the Island Assault backpack. And I've got quite a lot to talk about with this. So, we have got quite a selection of skins. Quite an interesting collection indeed. We have... Oh, it's not showing a collection. Oh, damn. Right, let me just go back to the previous week, because when I click this, it'll show you all the skins here. Okay, maybe it needs to be manually edited, but you'll see that the prices here are doing very, very nice. After seeing the Tier 2 accepted, cool. Unfortunately, Tier 2 is a bit broken at the moment. You can't really see it unless you do a URL edit it, or if you get the direct link. And let me just quickly point this out. If you don't get a direct link to the previous week's skins, hover over here, click the three dots, view marketplace, ta-da, now you've got the link to it. So that applies to all the skins that you see here. Everything's in the positive. Tier 2 might have some problems, but technically speaking, that's still in the positive. People are really, really happy and really, really, really enjoying Island Assault. Lots of sales are happening for a reason. But now, let me tell you what's going to happen next. Skin Creator did say he fully intends to do a jacket. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see this next weekend, or rather, this upcoming weekend. But as you might notice, Steam Market's still a bit broken, that's a problem. But if we go over to here, if you look at the actual collection link, right, so chat, here you go, take a look at this. You can take part right now if you want to. Look at the discussions here, and you will see the Skin Creators now asking, what would you like to see being made next? Because initially, he just wanted to do a batch of clothing and armor, and that's it. He didn't want to do like tons of weapons and whatnot. But due to the demand, due to the fact that this is so popular at the moment, he's now actually considering, you know what, screw it, I'll go make more if you really want me to. Like, I know it sounds a bit odd, but I guess he didn't want the pressure or something. Uncle has only made so many skins that have been accepted. He hasn't been here for years. But he knows that a lot of people are really, really, really liking this. So he's actually asking you. So I'll probably grab this collection, this link here, put it in the description, go off for your own opinions. But you can see what people are prioritizing. What would they like to see being made next? Jacket, leather gloves, weapon skins, maybe be a little bit more specific. Okay? So, all right, cool. There you go. So, we potentially will be seeing a lot more of this collection now. And I think that's a very, very nice, promising thing to be aware of. Cool. So, yes, Island Assault is on the front page at the moment. Price is still in the positive, but they have slipped down a little bit since last week. There's a lot of hype last week. We got a core piece being accepted, the final core piece, that being Tier 2. And I refer to core pieces as Tier 2 armor, Tier 3 armor, and hoodie and pants. When one is being accepted, the previous ones, if they've been accepted beforehand, they will spike them on, spike a price ever so nice. I've got this in my Rust Skin Economy 101 video series, my playlist. So go give that a good look. So, okay, I can't seem to find them, so I'll just go over to here. But just to show this to you, like chest plate, that was like on top of the world last week, going up very, very high. It has slowly gone down a fair bit. Still high, still doing good, but it has gone from from like $29 there down to $21. I would expect that this will probably have a nice rebound as we go through January time, and we expect a lot of people turning up, but just be a little bit cautious with the backpack. If it sells a little bit too much, we very likely will have some problems, okay? Much like Steam is having problems. But I'm very happy to see it. I already made a short video showcasing the backpack. I got a lot of views, and I'm sure a lot of people are very happy to have seen it, because I think that's half the reason why it's selling so nicely. But, whoops, sorry, wrong one. As you have seen, it's only the third best selling skin. And judging by what I'm seeing here, it doesn't look like it's going to match up to the sales of the hoodie and pants and the tier 2. But it still looks like it might sell a little bit more compared to tier 3. So maybe it'll probably end up between 20 to 25,000 subscribers. Very rough estimate as of now, just pointing that out. But it still looks like people are going to want it. And if there's only so many that have been bought, it still works out quite nicely for it. And with the possibility of seeing a jacket next week. Or, the week after that, doesn't matter. So as long as we see more, the better. So, yeah, what items would you like to see being made next in this collection? You can comment below if you really want to. Uncle also watches my videos. What would you like to see next in the Island Assault collection? As much as I'd like to say water purifier, maybe be a little bit more serious. So let's go in game now and give it a good look. And here we are. Let's get up nice and close. A very fine addition to our wonderful collection. Yes, yes. So, give that a good look. I'm wearing the tier 2 from the previous week. What are your thoughts? Do you like? I mean, what else is there to say? It's just a perfectly fine matching backpack with a collection that you already like. But yeah, basically the exact same fabric, the same material. Switch to nighttime. Not that reflective, exactly like the clothing armor. I could even turn this off as well. Just making sure I have the other light off as well. So, yeah, what else is there to say? It's a perfectly fine looking backpack. And if you want to buy one for yourself because you've got a full set, go for it. Don't blame you. But remember, if you really do happen to like the collection, please consider offering your opinion in that little discussion that's in the collection link for Island Assault. So could we see some primitive skins next? Some deplorables? Some weapon skins? What do you prioritise? Feel free to comment below and comment in that discussion. And with that, why don't we go ahead and get a good look at one of the first skins that is pilot themed. Gonna take you to the highway, to the danger zone. Hey, how you doing? So, what I meant is a pilot themed skin in reference to the special DLC we have. And I thought maybe now this might be a nice quick time to take a quick look at the DLC. So I'm just sitting down on my very nice ejector seat chair. It's got a bit of a weird name. And technically speaking, that is just straight up a chair skin. So okay, that's cool. As you can see, I'm wearing the Hazmat. I'll stand up in a second to get a better look. I'm also holding the very special M15 gun. Give that a good look. It is a SAP. It's just a very special SAP skin. A very special one which glows in the dark at night time with its aim sight. And of course, we also happen to have the black box, small box right over here. Flight recorder. Do not open. You can't tell me what to do. Right, anyway. So, quick look at this at night time. With that, with the lights right next to it. This does reflect quite nicely, as you'll notice. Quite a fair bit. Oh, yes, indeed. And of course, the garage door as well. He's a very happy looking fella. He's having the time of his life. Okay. Heading over to here. This is also looking quite nice and reflective. But the next question is does it happen to glow in the dark at night time? Let's go ahead and find out. Lights off. And as you can see, nothing really stands out there. Yep. I can also confirm he stands out very nicely. Yeah, get a good look at that. What a happy looking fella. Now, even rolled up, and I'll quickly show this to you as well. I've got the garage door over here, and in fact, I'll quickly turn off the lights on the main stage, well, the modelling area. But yes, rolled up, it does glow in the dark. I think a lot of people would greatly appreciate that. So, back over here. That's a mighty fine looking design. Oh, hang on a minute, didn't look at you in total darkness. So that. I do believe this does glow a little bit to the side there. On one side, that's it. Yeah, just that one left, right side, whatever it might be. And the only reason that that happens is because this is literally made by Face Punch themselves. So cool. Very strange batch of skins, but we're getting very nice, strange looking garage door skins to accompany them. So props to the skin creator, you made something very wacky, and that's what Face Punch liked. And could we see potentially a nice, interesting collection being built up from this? Would you like to see a large box, a sheet on a door? Do you want to see a different type of skeleton man? Offer your opinions, feel free to comment below. So we're going a bit of a side tangent now. Let me hop up from here and let me showcase to you this brand new M15 SAP pistol. So yes, this is technically a SAP, whilst obviously it looks like the M15 pistol, but I've got to show you this, nighttime. As you can clearly see, this glows in the dark. So no longer do you need to spend $100 now for a glow-in-the-dark aim sight for a SAP skin. Oh no, 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 no. You can just get this DLC. Not only do you get a very nice hazmat, you get an awesome looking chair, you get an awesome looking small box, you get this as well. And, you know, if you're spending that much money, you know, saving quite a lot of money, not having to spend $100 on a $100 SAP, maybe you consider maybe getting this for your base as well, something like that. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? But yeah, give that a good look. Very nice looking aim sight, glows in the dark. Give that a nice little, you know, reload as well. So yeah, do you reckon it could blend in quite nicely? What do you reckon? Don't you see the resemblance? We're basically like brothers. God, honestly. Now, let me just quickly showcase to you the first ever code lock skin we've ever seen being added to Rust. It's in this DLC. Get a good look at that. And you might sit there and say, hey, does it glow in the dark? Yeah, duh. But yeah, something different. Do you need it? You probably do, yeah, you do. But that could be the first of many. I wonder what different designs we could see. If you could think of a code lock skin, what would you like to see being made? Don't say McDonald's menu. All right, so let's just get a good focus on this now. So, interesting detail. It's green. So, are you going to run around in the jungle now? We've got green camouflage hazmat. I'm only being silly. I'm being silly. But one thing I do have to point out is the randomization we have with the helmets. I have brought this up. Protox mentioned it in a tweet. But yeah, much like how you make a horse costume, a chicken costume, and you get a random design, you get a random design for the helmets. So you might notice there is a slight difference here, what with the symbol, the airwolf design on my one over here, and of course the standard one over here. So okay, there's 8 different designs if I can recall. There might be more. Get a good look at that. Right then. So, are you impressed? Do you like? Do you reckon it's worth the price for all the interesting little details you get out of that? A glow-in-the-dark aim sight SAP, the first ever code lock skin, a strange looking small box, a cool looking chair. I think that's pretty worth it. Right then, so let's now go ahead and talk about the Rust store again. So sorry about that. I wanted a bit of a side tangent, but I honestly thought that was probably like the most appropriate time to showcase this. It kind of does go well with the garage door. But yeah, thank you guys for pointing out. It seems to be worth about $13, so you can question if you think it's worth it. You can tell me if you really do happen to like the bits and pieces in there. But like, honestly, just for the SAP alone, I think it's pretty worth it. If that right there is worth $92, I think it's probably a lot more affordable if you consider looking at that DLC instead. So, yeah, you even get a throne. So, yeah, comment below what you think about that. But, you know, let's talk about the garage door again. Let's go hop back to that. Now, in regards to that garage door, very cool looking design, and of course, blends in very nicely with our brand new Pilot DLC pack. But are you even a fan? Do you like it? Do you reckon we will see a collection continuation? Is the appearance of these Pilot airplane theme skins just a one-off thing? Are we going to even see them the rest of this month? We'll see. But do be aware, garage doors, and again, unfortunately we don't have SMM working, because of course I'd look at this and would look at all the garage doors and you'd see basically every single garage door that came out in 2025 currently down in price. Yeah. And also consider this. We've got Twitch drops right now. We've got 2 garage door skins. There's too many options for garage doors in such a short amount of time. I worry for that. I really do. So, yeah, it's awesome. It looks cool. And if you want to buy it for yourself, by all means, treat yourself, buy it, use it, appreciate it, support the skin creator, blah, blah, blah. You get the idea. But that's abnormal. And I think I'd probably just stick with a Wilder. I wouldn't be surprised if I could get that for cheaper. So, okay, fair enough. Shall now go ahead and talk about the modern military boots. Now, if I were to quickly click this, does it showcase the whole collection? Are you even going to work? There we go, thank you. Yeah, military collection. It's a bit odd. This website mistakenly believes Nuke Room is part of it, and that is because Robstar, the skin creator, bunches it all up together. But yeah, admin, that's not the same collection. I know. So anyway, we've got the kilt, vest, coffee can, tier 3. We've got the hoodie and pants. That's the things we care about. But this collection's a bit odd. So if I were to just quickly click this, so over to here, I can see that this kilt is currently selling for, what, $18 it just said? So if I see that, $20. Cool. Do we have a spike in price today? Has that just been slowly going up in price? It's just been slowly going up in price. If you have seen the price of Desert Raiders, you wouldn't be surprised to see people jumping onto military collection. It's not as good, but in some shade, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But anyway, tier 2, on average, that sold about 9,500, 10,000 subscribers. And then we had the tier 3. Now, what did tier 3 do? As you can see, this face mask is currently selling for just about $8. But if you go see the subscriber count, that did about 14,000 subscribers, 13 to 14,000 subscribers. So we're noticing a bit of a pattern here. So the price, the sales weren't too ridiculous. Here we have the gloves. The gloves were accepted without the boots. $10 right there. Pretty interesting. Over to here, 8,700 subscribers. Cool. And then we have the hoodie and pants. These were accepted in a complete the sets back in like 2 years ago. The hoodie and pants did 44,000 subscribers. Yeah, for a very long time, this was down really bad. But as of recent, as I said, I think a lot of people jumping onto this now because Desert Raiders is just too expensive. So next to nothing, and then boom, suddenly everybody cares about it. Did take a while. So the sales are a little bit all over the place with the subscriber counts, as you can clearly see. But one thing you might have noticed, I did say this at the very beginning, the sales here are a little bit high. I'm a fair bit worried. What with the pattern we've seen over the past few weeks, we'll get a pair of boots accepted, which was basically the last clothing and armor piece for a set, and it ended up being the lowest selling piece out of all the clothing armor skins. That's a pattern we've seen for like 3 weeks in a row. Yep. And of course, yep. It's not going to happen with this. It's not going to happen with this. This is looking like it's going to end up being the second highest selling skin. Well, I mean, after the group of the hoodie and pants. Yeah, that's a bit concerning. And, well, it's not abnormal. Not really that much of a problem either, because I'm probably just going to stick with a Wilder, and I'm probably not going to be too fussed. Now, as much as you might sit there and say, oh, but Hedge, you just said like camouflage. True, but you could just use brown, standard, normal boots. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Well, it's up to you. The hoodie and pants sold a ridiculous amount compared to the other pieces, but it still worked out eventually in the end. Could the same happen to this? Because again, it's still part of the military collection, and if people are looking for alternative options that might be desert camouflage, that'll still get bought eventually. So that's for your consideration. Let's hop in game now and give it a good look. My goodness, get a good look at these booties. Such exquisite designs. Oh yes, very nice and protective. That'll definitely keep your toesies nice and protected. Oh yes, indeed. So yes, observe the modern military boots. Or just military boots. So yeah, the military collection, clothing armor collection to be precise, is essentially now a proper full collection now. That's very nice to see, fully complete. Very, very cool. But what's your opinion? Do you reckon it's selling just a little bit too much? Are you worried? Feel free to comment below your thoughts. Maybe you don't care, maybe you just want to buy a pair for yourself to appreciate it, to adore it, to love it. Yeah, probably. But like I said, with the previous week's boots that we've been seeing, they kind of worked out quite nicely. I'm a little bit hesitant with these ones. So, yeah. We'll see how much it sells by Wednesday, and then we'll make more considerations. And so with that, let's now go ahead and take a look at the next skin. So, I actually saw this just a few days ago, and, well, it got accepted. We have the Isoparam collection continuation. It is the Jackhammer. It was a bit of a weird rust today, because we got 2 Jackhammers being accepted. Huh. Well, I mean, maybe it could still work out very nicely. Earlier this year, we had the Black Ops Jackhammer being accepted, which, funnily enough, was made by the same people that made this skin here. That sold nicely, and on the Steam market, it was doing very, very nicely as well. But with the arrival of this today, and the other Jackhammer, oh, there's a bit of a problem. Yep. So, over to here, give that a good look. Nice and shiny, oh yes indeed. Now you might be a little bit worried and think, oh, does that happen to glow in the dark? Can confirm, no, it's fine. You've got nothing to worry about, no glow, and at the end of the day, you're loud. When you're using it, people are going to hear you going, grr, grr, grr. So, yeah, I won't worry too much. It's a perfectly fine looking design. And, yeah, let's go on stage now. Give it a good look, see how nice and shiny it truly is. My goodness, look at the shine on this. This is absurd. This is heavenly, my goodness. Alright, let's stop being silly and strike a pose. I'm always silly. Alright, anyway, get a good look at that. What are your thoughts? Do you like the nice, hot, shiny colours of Isoparam? And what skins would you like to see the skin creators making next? What would you love to see as an Isoparam skin? Feel free to comment below. And of course, let's hop out here and discuss. Is everything going to be alright for this? It's got competition literally in its roster right now. But what are Jackhammers like in general at the moment? Because I know for a fact we don't actually have that many, you know, any skins in general, really. So let's quickly take a look at that. Now, so far this year, if I can recall, we've recently just had the fancy old Twitch drop Jackhammer. And of course, we had the Black Ops Jackhammer. Now, I think they're sold for $2.49 if I can remember. Right now, it's currently sitting here at $2.38. Someone in my chat told me, oh no, I'd just been dumped on earlier, and I quickly checked to see what my buy order was. I was next in line. I was the highest buy order. I was like, yeah, no, I don't really want that, so I went and removed it. So, in terms of its listed price, it's still looking okay. The barders, though, they've had a little bit of a slip. It's not the end of the world. This is still totally fine to a point. But then again, you see that guy right there. What are you doing? What are you doing with your life? Why? But the more we see, the less special it becomes, because again, we didn't really see that many Jackhammer skins for a very long time. I honestly think we only have about 15 in total. Now, I can't give you the definitive answer because unfortunately, CMM's not currently there. So, yeah, unfortunately, this doesn't like outright tell you how many Jackhammer skins there are and whatnot. Not from what I can see. Still new to this, but if I were to click this, no, doesn't really tell me, unfortunately. But if you were to ask me, hey Hedge, would I expect this to drop down in price over the course of the next couple of months? Yes, October time. I feel like that's an inevitability. However, do I see this rebounding and going up in price? Yeah, because I honestly don't really expect that many more Jackhammer skins being accepted in the foreseeable future. Yes, this was a very strange roster where we got 2 Jackhammers, and don't even get me started about the garage doors. But I still think I could see that rebounding and going up in price quite nicely. It's a very nice shiny looking design. And of course, collection continuation. So should we start expecting potentially more of a collection? Isoparam. Well, looking at this, it's still slightly below its roster price. Sold for $2.49. Now it's sitting here at $2. If it's a weapon only, or rather weapon and tool only collection, I still don't really expect that much, I'm sorry to say. So I guess we'll just have to leave it at that then. The Jackhammer is abnormal. Let's wait until Wednesday and then approach it. And even then, it's not actually selling that much. It's selling quite a reasonable amount. These here, a bit ridiculous, but that's fine. That's not too ridiculous. And if I could just quickly remind myself, with that Black Ops Jackhammer, how much did that sell again? What was its subscriber count? Let's go take a look. So over to here, Black Ops Jackhammer, as we said, $2.38. The workshop will tell me that this did 28,000 subscribers. Yeah, I don't think we're matching up to that. No. Isoparam very likely could have a much better future compared to this. And this is struggling now because, you know, other options became available at a nice, affordable price. So, okay, cool, understood, we get that. So, shall we now move on and discuss this sheet metal door? And let me tell you, it's a pretty good looking sheet metal door. So quite some time back, if I could just quickly remind you, so I go over to here, I could just point out that in my special little previews I do every week showcasing all the skins that have been submitted to the workshop, after doing Global Warfare 3, I kind of lost my voice a bit, so I didn't really stream, and I had to do like a bit of an odd pair of short videos showcasing the brand new skins from 2 weeks ago. You see that sheet metal door there? A lot of people are aware of it. Now, when I put that on TikTok, that actually got quite a lot of views. That got like 5,000 views, a lot more than what people would normally like watch for my TikTok views and whatnot. Basically, people obviously saw that picture and thought, wow. And yeah, that's the same design that's been accepted today, by the way. So 5,000, which is a lot more compared to what we normally see. And yeah, I think a lot of people generally will like this sheet metal door. It glows in the dark and it has transparency, a nice little window that you can see through. Now, if we were to compare to previous glow-in-the-dark transparent sheet metal doors we've seen in the past, there's some positivity and there's some negativity. So, hopping back over to here. In the past, we have seen Bombshell and Brutalist. So these are like the upper tier. Bombshell, door, yeah, I'll do. There we go. There we have the sheet metal door, currently selling for about $6. And then we have Brutalist, which only consists of 3 doors. But let me tell you, the sheet metal door, oh, that's, oh, sorry, wrong one, Brutalist. Here we go. Yeah, that's currently selling for about $14 at the moment. Yes. So these have transparency right there with a nice bit of glow. That worked out beautifully. $6.36 after selling for what, like $2 for $49, $3? Either way, it's basically doubled in price. And over to here, this sold for $3. Now it sells for $14. Lots of transparency there. Glow in the dark there. But in the past, we've also seen some problems like Junkernaut. Junkernaut had a glow-in-the-dark transparent design. Look at it now. Does that look like it's like $6 or $10 at the moment? No. The window was a bit small. It wasn't that not that easy to see through, I guess you could say. Maybe the design just wasn't really interesting to people. But that is also a similar design, and yet $1. And then we also have Protector. Protector has transparency, but it's in a very awkward spot. And, well, evidently people don't care for it because, as you can see, the price did drop off. Now, it's been actually slightly improving as time has gone on, but not as good compared to what we just saw a second ago. And then very, very recently, we saw B-Door. We can be bees. Shut up. Right, okay, so over to here. There we are. B-Metal Door. If I can recall, this sold for $3. Now it's down to $2.61. Not the end of the world, but not perfect. Barders are still there. Very nice. 2 holes to see through. Lovely bit of camouflage. Glow in the dark, sorry about that. But yes, I've pointed out some cheaper options, and now we keep seeing more options. So what do you reckon is going to happen with the brand new, well, what's it called again? The brand new Fuselage sheet metal door. I'm not super confident, but I can see a nice future ahead for it. The possibilities. But this could easily still end up like the B-Metal door. And even potentially Junkernaut. It is a bit of an odd design, and you'll see that for yourself in a second. But yeah, another pilot, airplane theme skin. Maybe you like it. Maybe you like the fact that the glow in the dark is in a very specific spot. So let's go in game now. Give it a good look, and you tell me your opinion. Feel free to comment below. I had to dress for the part. So, get a good look at what we have over here. The window, as you can see, is very easy to see through. It's head height, and I'll showcase that to you in a second. But yep, just get a good look at the overall design. Quite literally like an airplane door. Cool. Lights off. It's not that reflective to a point. You see all the nuts there, the nuts and bolts. They do kind of shine a fair bit and whatnot. But you want to see what this looks like in total darkness. I'm well aware. So, with that, take a look at that. Is this interesting to you? It's only in a very specific spot to the left, the upper left. If you were to actually look around, look at the whole body here, nope, it literally just only glowing in that specific spot. Is that advantageous to you? Is that useful to you? Like at night time, you could sit down and nobody'd see you. So, what are your thoughts in regards to this? Do you prefer this over B-Metal door? Do you reckon this ranks close to Bombshell and Brutalist. I don't think it's going to be close to the other two, the more expensive two. But it still has a nice, interesting design to it, and I think people will still appreciate. Now, of course, let me just show this to you as well. No more dancing. It is head height. You can utilise that, and it can be useful. So it's not like that's the only door available. We even have Twitch drops that have transparency, and they're given away for free. So what is your opinion? I would like for you to comment below. But yeah, why not just open the door and say hello? Right then. So it's abnormal bars first. I feel like that's going to, definitely going to be the best option. It's also not exactly the top selling skin at the moment. Like halfway, which is fine. That's much better. In terms of investment, we don't want to see it to sell too ridiculously. And could this open the door to potentially seeing, I don't know, a garage door? Ooh. And the funny thing is, Brutalist is made by Duck, the man who made this. Huh. Okay, then fair enough. You know, he can make some very cool looking designs. So let's keep an eye out for that then. And with that, we should now go ahead and showcase the next skin. I'm definitely dressed for the part. So, another jackhammer. 2 jackhammers in the same rust door. Probably not good for the both of them, or maybe it can work out very nicely. So if we've got 2 competing skins, one of them might not sell that much, aka this one, and perhaps, due to a sheer lack of sales, as time goes on, this will probably rise up in price ever so nice. You shouldn't expect too many sales or listings on the Steam market, so, okay, we'll see. Now, it's obviously not as flashy compared to the Isoparam design. Yep, that's definitely true. It's still got a nice, unique sort of theming to it and whatnot. But yeah, I understand if, the other one might be a little bit more appealing. The other one was super shiny, super colourful, super in your face. This one, a lot more grounded. But it works very nicely with the theme, so yeah, okay. You can offer your opinion which one you prefer. Maybe not everybody's super into flashy skins. But this, I just can't help but assume it's going to get not as much attention. Again, very likely might not sell that much. But we have seen quite a lot of jackhammers as of recent. So good, what, 2 months ago, Black Ops Jackhammer. Recently we just got the Fancy Ob Jackhammer for free. And now we have 2 jackhammers in the same rust door. And what do you reckon? For the remainder of this year, could we see another one? I wouldn't be surprised if we see another Christmas one, because that keeps on happening for some reason. But quick look at night time just to confirm that no, this does not glow in the dark, as you can see. Yep, so cool. So at the very least, let's go ahead and showcase this on stage. Yep, looking a fair bit reflective, but not as ridiculous as what we saw a little bit earlier. And of course, let's just strike a pose and look ever so nice and pretty. Yes, I'm always pretty. But yep, more grounded, perfectly fine looking design. Sky Shark with the teeth looking pretty cool. So yeah, your opinions please, feel free to comment below. But yeah, perhaps it won't sell that much. Maybe it could work out very nicely. We'll see. But for what it is, if this was the only jackhammer being accepted this week, I honestly believe it would have sold a lot more. Of course, with the direct competition, the super flashy one, yeah, that's probably going to get a lot more attention. But you never know, could we start seeing a lot more Aviator skin, Aviator theme skins being made, like a Savage Ties pick, you get the Sky Shark teeth on there. That would be pretty cool, Mahurfrito. That'd be pretty cool. But anyway, let's hop out of here and discuss jackhammers once again. So let's do a quick comparison. As you can see, Isoparam, it's currently got 7,472 subscribers, and behind that we have the Aviator design with 6,569. It doesn't look like it's that much lower. So it does look like this is getting some appreciation. So, okay, fair enough. Also, refresh, just to be up to date a little bit more. I am a fair bit conflicted. Well, this should be abnormal as well. Let me just quickly confirm that. So over to here, Aviator, you are in fact abnormal, as we can see with the link prepared there, even though it's selling for the standard $2 price. I think it could be okay. The lack of sales could probably keep it modest. Let's wait till Wednesday, alright? Both of them are abnormal. But I don't think we'll see another rust door like this. 2 jackhammers. And of course with 2 garage doors. Typical. I'm not surprised with the garage doors, but I am surprised with the jackhammers. So you can tell me which one you prefer, but filed is the way to go. Let's now move on and talk about Sunflower's Garage Door. So I've seen quite a lot of Sunflower skins being produced in the past, and, well, one of them finally gets accepted. Now, I do believe this is a brand new skin creator as well, so let's just quickly point this out. As we can see here, Mr. Mushroom Soup. Okay. Right. So, keep an eye out for what new design he might produce next. He's on a roll, sort of. Well, I mean, yeah, just keep an eye out. So, yep, Sunflower's Garage Door was accepted. Brand new skin creator, but 2 garage doors. I'm not surprised to see that one's got more attention based on the fact that, well, super in your face, matches up quite nicely with the brand new Pilot Hazmat DLC. Okay, understandable. Sunflowers, though, a bit more modest, a bit nice, serene, pretty colourful. Okay, it's not looking like it's going to be selling that much. But maybe that could still work out. Maybe it could be like the Jackhammer. I don't think so. We've had quite a variety of garage doors being accepted this year, and that's part of the problem. But we've also seen some not sell that much, and they still went down in price. So, yeah. I'm still cautious about that. It is abnormal, though. So, abnormal barters first, you get the idea. But the amount of garage doors we've seen so far this year is absolutely ridiculous. We're going to surpass the record-breaking amount of garage doors this year. And I'm worried about next year. And the year after that. But we keep seeing more and more and more and more and more being accepted. But by all means, if you want to buy a skin because you like it, treat yourself. Support the skin creator. He's brand new, right? But even with a lack of sales, I don't think it's safe. So we can talk about that Wednesday, of course. But yeah. All right, let's hop in game. Give it a good look, and you can comment below if you like it. Get a good look at that wonderful view. Nice, serene, peaceful, relaxing. It's a piece of art. Yes. Now if you get up nice and close, quite literally does look like a piece of art. You can see like brush strokes and everything. Very cute. So you got a lovely little serene display of all the sunflowers and what appears to be like some wooden fencing. Okay, that's looking pretty cool. That's looking pretty nice. So how's it look at night time? With the lights on, it does, really stick out a bit more. Those petals. Very interesting pattern design there. Yep. But we need to turn lights off. Does it glow in the dark? No, it doesn't. So I am concerned. I wouldn't be surprised if this is going to end up below its restore price. But if you like it, if you'd like to support a new skin creator, if you think that looks nice and you'd love to have it on your base, buy it, support the skin creator, and maybe we'll see a lot more sunflower skins being produced in the future. So yeah, as I said, looks nice and peaceful, especially in an area like this. What do you reckon? Now, if you're wondering how come you moved that over here, the light from the the little stage there, it was kind of like going through this, and it made it look like it glowed at night. So I was like, wait, hang a minute. Right, so I had to do a quick switch. So yeah, looking pretty cool. And now let's go ahead and showcase the next skin. And here we have the Afterburner double barrel shotgun in the shape of 2 jet engines. Get a good look at that. Nice, reflective, a very creative approach. And when you look down here, it will blast you with such fury, with such force. So, yep. That's looking pretty cool. That's looking pretty sweet. Get a good look at the reflectiveness right there. But to really appreciate what this is, we have to look at it at night time. As we pan around again, you will notice that, oh, hang on a minute, it glows in the dark. Now, there might be a bit of a concern. People don't like glow-in-the-dark weapons, and when you're considering investing into a skin, that is a problem. Now, earlier this year, we had a glow-in-the-dark Lunar New Year double-barrel shotgun, if you can remember. I don't think that's holding up very nicely at the moment. But also, consider the context here. If someone's, noticing, oh, hey, that glows in the dark, they're getting their head blown off regardless, because, of course, yeah. But one thing I should point out is just around over to here, on the side of the double barrel shotgun, it glows in the dark there as well. So, yeah. And if I were to take control, you'll see that when I aim down, it also happens to glow in the dark there as well. So, it's not super obvious, it's not super noticeable, but it does glow, and even if it's just a little, people get scared. And it might not be a very nice investment, I'm sorry to say. But, look at it. If you're looking for a skin that you might want to actually purchase and appreciate, What are your thoughts in regards to what you see here? Because this happens to have a transparent aim sight. It's not the first time we've seen this, but is a transparent aim sight even that helpful in a double barrel shotgun? Aren't you normally holding it like this? And of course, if someone gets too close. But yeah, what are your thoughts? I'd love to hear your comments. I'd love to hear what you consider, like, is it too much of a problem? Are you still going to buy it? And yeah, let's see what becomes of this. I am questioning it a lot, I'm sorry to say. But it is a very cool creative idea. If you like it, just go buy it. Right, let's go ahead and showcase this on stage. Oh yeah, this is looking nice and shiny too. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that is pretty cool. So, strike a pose and look pretty. What are your thoughts? Feel free to comment below. And could we see more Afterburner skins being produced? Water pipe, pump shotgun, anything else? What would you like? Feel free to comment below. I've said that about 10 times now. Shall we go ahead, hop out of here, and discuss details a little bit more on Skinlytics? So the Afterburner double barrel shotgun, $3. I don't think that's holding. I'm very sorry to say. Sales aren't ridiculous, which is fine. But props to the skin creator. Let's just quickly go find out who that is. And it is Legacy and Edgy. Okay. I think we could see a pretty interesting collection develop from this. But yeah, comment below what you'd like. But I am still concerned. I don't think everybody's going to be super eager for the glow in the dark. So, like I said that about 5 times. I feel like I got my message across. So it's cool. Matches up very nicely with the themes of the the pilot DLC and whatnot. But let's move on, because we're better off waiting and discussing that a little bit more Wednesday night when we do the abnormals. Which, of course, this is abnormal, so sweet. Gold chains, hatchet, and pickaxe. We have a pair of tools. They are $2.49. Well, I mean, kind of cheap for gold, isn't it? So, yeah, one of the strangest collections we have in the game, gold chains. It didn't really, what's the word to say? Progress as intended, because this was like intending to be like a clothing and armor set, and didn't get all the clothing and armor skins being accepted. Case in point, take a look at this and you'll see we've got like 2 pairs of gloves, poncho, a backpack, and an ice pick, and now a pair of tools. So no, I don't think the tools being accepted today is going to have that much of an impact on these skins. Both the gloves have been improving as of recent, which is very nice to see, but I don't think the tools are going to be retaining their value by themselves regardless. So let's just quickly hop back over to here. Hatchets and pickaxe skins, and again, I'd love it if we had SMM up, because I could just take a look at all the hatchet skins. I could just take a quick look at all the pickaxe skins. They'll be either in the red or in the green, but of course you'd know pretty much every single one of them will be in the red, because people just don't seem to care about hatchet and pickaxe skins. They just don't. The default expectation is that they drop off and they go down to around $1. That's like an inevitability. Sometimes we see an exception, which is rare. I don't know if this is going to be the exception, but it's not looking like it's selling that much. But it still looks like it could probably approach 10,000 subscribers, which is still a fairly regular, normal amount you'd see for tool skins. I am concerned. But both of them are abnormal, so we could use that to our advantage. But even then, I'm just not that convinced, I'm sorry to say. So, at the very least, let's go hop in game, give it a good look, and you can offer your opinion. Okay, so first up, here we have Gold Chains Hatchet. Give that a good look. Nice and shiny. It's made out of 999 karat gold. Oh my goodness. And then over to here, with a pickaxe. Also looking very nice and shiny. Observe and appreciate. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at night time. Just to confirm, if I just go more in the darkness, because it was a bit reflective, as you could see. Yeah, it doesn't glow. And then hatchet as well. Ba-bam, as you can see, this also doesn't glow in the dark. So, I mean, for what it is, I don't think people complain. I think there will be a lot of people buying it because they simply like it. They think it's funny. But I'm still not convinced it's going to hold its value. So, yep, get a good look at that. Nice and shiny in the lights. Who'd have guessed? And, of course, the pickaxe too. Very nice and pretty. So let's just pull back, look over to here, and as you can see, I've got it on display. So that is a very nice looking design that I think lots of people will be appreciating. But The question of will it actually retain its price is still 50-50 from me. So if I'm not confident in something, I stick with a buy order. And I did say that at like the very beginning. So if I could just quickly take control, switch it over, bam. And now, let's look at the hatchet. Again, very notably shiny. Maybe don't stand near lights. But maybe you want people to see it. Maybe you want people to see what you can afford. If that type of person. What's the bear doing over there in the background? Well, he's probably looking for salmon. Wait, is he just sinking? No, bear, don't do it. No! Oh no. What a tragic day it's been today. The crocodile's got him too as well. It's a very depressing day. Those dastardly crocodiles. Anyway, to try and like showcase a point, here's all the hatchet skins we can see on Steam Market, and I've obviously got them on order of price. Now I'm sure many of you are fully well aware this is being manipulated. So as we slowly go down through all these skins, and you know, hatchet, pickaxes, we've seen skins for these for years, but it immediately drops off down to about $4, and then as we keep going down, now we're down to $2. We're 20 skins in, and we've got another 80 or so to go. So yeah, all of these hatchets here are now below what would be normally the default price for a weapon/tool, $1.99. They're all below that. 80% are below. So I think we've got the point across pretty quickly that these hatchet and pickaxe skins, they just don't really hold up very nicely. Just to really prove a point as well, if I go show advanced item type, go for P, pickaxe. Where's the P for pickaxe? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I can't see the pickaxe, damn. Yeah, okay, you can't find every single item, unfortunately. But I think we got the point across. And again, just go look at a previous Rustore rotation where I discuss hatchet skins, pickaxe skins. It's the same old, same old. I think the most recent thing we saw was antique. Yeah, you know what? Let's go do that. So antique hatchet and pickaxe, they sell for $2 each. And what price do they sell for now? So here we have antique hatchet, antique pickaxe, and they are both barely over $1. $1.21 and $1.20. So, I mean, not all the way down to $1, but still lost its price, still went down. So, yeah. Point made. Okay, well, it's up to you how you might want to approach that. But if you'll go buy a pair for yourself, I mean, everything's a treat then. Cool. So I think we've got everything all nice and said. So let's just go bring up some interesting details. Also, thank you very much for the subscription there. So let's go ahead and discuss some interesting things. Number one, has the trade lock gone through yet? No. I did a trade earlier. I do giveaways on stream and whatnot. Oh, we'll talk about you in a second. But there's that. I'm saving it for myself. If I could just quickly go over to here, look at my most recent trades, you'll see that I actually did a trade just a fair bit earlier. I mean, I've done tons of trades, but yeah, you'll see that they're still totally fine. So I did one a little bit earlier as well on a different account. They're still fine. So Ruskins aren't still currently, they're not currently locked. I'm not sure when it's going in, but that's still fine, I guess. Now, commits. We've just finished a month. We've just had an update, and now we've got to keep an eye out for new things being worked on. Now, throughout all of July, all I saw was new menu, and all I saw was Pilot Hazmat DLC. Nothing really, to be honest with you, aside from the hardcore stuff, nothing really came out today. It was a bit light, but it is what it is. But of course, we still anticipate the naval update. That is the next big update. What happened to cows? When we saw the little preview for naval update, we saw the cows. Are they coming with the naval update, or are they coming before the naval update? Don't know. But I do believe the next DLC pack is the light pack, the light decorative lights pack. So I can't see it right now, unfortunately. But yeah, next month you should expect chandeliers and all that. Yes. And apparently fairy lights. So that's a nice thing to look forward to. Now, I did see this being mentioned as well. Charity plushies. I think we're getting some special items in an upcoming Rustore. Alright, fair enough. Are they going to make me nice and comfortable? Or is this something that's going to just simply be given away? We don't know yet. But of course, it implies plushies more than one. So, yeah. And new metal detector mechanics. I mean, yeah. Look at me talk about that. If only we had a metal detector skin. What did I reference earlier? I mentioned, what about like Dominus Mortis SKS? Oh, we've got to show off this tweet. Right. Please stop commenting that you want SKS skins, that you want little small backpack skins. Sorry, I meant, well, anyway, go to this tweet right now. It'll be linked in the description. Face Punch is asking you what weapons that currently aren't skinnable, what would you like to see become skinnable next? They are asking you. Please offer your opinion, because a lot of people over here were just asking for the same old, same old. Oh, can we get more camouflage skins? Oh, can we please get more skins like the Heatseeker collection and whatnot? No, they're asking you what weapon would you like to see become skinnable. So a lot of people didn't understand what the question even was. But basically, you've got to go through this form. You're going to need a Gmail account. But you go through the form, and it's a survey, and you basically vote for what you'd like to see become skinnable next. Please consider taking part, because if they realise a lot of people don't fully understand, they'll just probably give you nail gun skins. Do you want nail gun skins? No? Well, you're going to suffer then. So go offer your opinion now. Do it. And then we can talk about and showcase lovely different things. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah. But no, seriously, please do this. All right? I might have to make a separate video dedicated to talking about this and showcasing to people what the survey is. Maybe. We'll consider that. Maybe I could do it tomorrow. All right, then. So that's all nice and said. I should also point out all the newer skins. So here's my Rust Workshop skin checks. Had a lot of people watch me today, or rather, over the course of this week, over the past few days. Lots of collection continuations. Last week, we saw like next to nothing because loads of people were making pilot theme skins. But what we did notice in this batch of skins was a lot of wooden double doors. So if you aren't fully well aware of this, last month started a new initiative in the official Rust Skin Making Discord, in which a chosen item every month will be picked out, and skin creators will make a whole bunch of skins for them. Those items will be items that just don't get that many skins accepted. Last month was the Salvaged Ice Pick. Did you notice we got 4 Salvaged Ice Pick skins in a row? Oh yeah, and if you were keeping an eye on the workshop, you'd have seen tons and tons of submissions. Well, I can confirm for August 2025, it's wooden double door. And I can confirm we got a lot of very interesting skins submitted. So consider watching the Rust Workshop skin checks, give it a good look. And if you want to get a nice little preview, a good showcase of them, I did make a short video over here. There you go. It's not every single wooden double door that was submitted, but most of them. And you even have a transparent glow-in-the-dark design right there as well. Oh, what will that be? Well, go look at it. Now, I did accidentally showcase the After Death AK-47 a little bit earlier. Have you seen my video where I discussed the situation? In short, I basically point out it's not actually the rarest AK-47 skin. Still rare, but not the rarest. So, at the moment, it's currently sitting on the Steam market at $200, which you can see right here. And thank you very much for the subscription there, buddy. I don't think this is the end. I think we're probably going to see another Neon Dragon Garage Door situation. I think the notoriety of what happened is like too well known, but I don't think everybody is fully well aware that it's not the rarest. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is probably its lowest point and it just slowly starts to climb up exactly like the Neon Dragon Garage Door did. So if I could just quickly go over to here and showcase this to you. Neon Dragon Garage Door, after about a week, it dipped, but then it went up and up and up and it never stopped going up. So Neon Dragon, give this a good look and you will see for yourself that it's now $500+. Because I don't know. I actually don't know why it's that price. It still puzzles me to this day. But if you go look at its sales history, initially it dips. Now it's there when it happened. But then after that, it just keeps on climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing. Now it's $500. Sorry for blowing in the thing. My nose is too strong. So anyway, I can't help but assume it's going to probably be very similar to that. Because part of me really wants to sell mine right now. I bought one and I want to apply logic and reason, and last time I did that with this, it didn't work. So I'm just doing the opposite of what I want to do. Maybe I'm going to wait it out until Christmas or January time, January 2026, and then I'll consider selling. Maybe we'll see what happens. But yeah, Neon Dragon Garage Door initially slipped, but then it just embraced. It was embraced and it was appreciated and all that. So okay, but yeah, to hear my ramblings and my logic and whatnot, please watch that video, and I even showcase it and compare it to other gold AK-47s. I lost my tongue now, I'm so sorry. I'm up very late. I did a whole big stream being chased by crocodiles, and then I had to start this off at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Right then, so I think we've got everything all nice and said. I don't know if there's anything else I need to point out. I mentioned the player count today, pretty good. Let's see if it goes higher over the course of the next few days. I guess I could bring this up. It's unfortunate what's going on here, but the developer behind SEMM, he actually has everything on GitHub. Like, it's all open source. If you want to use that and build up your own website like Skinnalytics did, you're more than welcome to do so. And I am aware another website is being built. And when that is showcased or revealed, I will happily showcase it to everyone, alright? And I think a lot of people are going to be very interested in that. So SEMM, I hope it manages to survive and keep itself up and whatnot. But yeah, this has happened twice already now, and yeah. So it will be back soon, but competition is now going to start appearing soon, so yeah. Okay, so that's it. That's your Rust Door. What was your favourite? What stood out to you the most? What are you looking forward to? What are you planning to buy? And did you buy any of the skins from the previous week? Just to confirm, I did buy 30 porcelain boots, and I bought 200 of these. Oh, I should point this out, actually. So, I've lost it. There you go. No, where am I? Wait. It's late. I don't know what happened, but I bought those Island Assault kilts, but with this new menu, I didn't even open my inventory, but it unstacked them. Not all of them, but it unstacked them. If you're a person who likes to wait until the last second, buy skins, but then question it afterwards and at least have the opportunity to refund your skins, if you unstack your skins, you can't refund them afterwards. So, yeah, be careful. Maybe don't play on Rust with the account that you buy your skins with them, because that unstacked mine. Now I'm still going to stick with that and whatnot, but I'm forced to stick with it now. Hey, it is what it is. But yeah. Oh look, did I have a whole bunch of these just unloaded onto me? Let's go take a look. I think someone's just unloaded a whole bunch of these hoodies onto me. But of course, for some reason, Steam is now moving at a very, very, very slow pace. What is going on, Steam? What is going on? I have no idea. Yep, I just had a bunch of those unloaded onto me. Yippee! Yay! So, I actually went ahead and put some stronger barders down on those Island Assault skins, and it looks like that's kind of hurt me. Ow. Oh no. Maybe I might have to remove them. Are you still optimistic for Island Assault? Are you still looking forward to the idea of hiding in monuments and whatnot? Feel free to comment below. And that's a wrap. So thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. And yeah, maybe I'll be a little bit more lively next week, because yeah, I've been streaming for about 10 hours now. Oh. Whoa, hold on. Let's do a proper send-off. And so that, whilst I'm on my throne, right next to my very cool and sinister, crazed-looking garage door, let's give that a good look at night time. Look at the firelight, nearby. Get a good look at that. Do you smile like that when you drive your with your heli? So yeah, perfectly fine looking, wonderful design that goes ever so nicely with the brand new Pilot Hazmat DLC. And yeah, that's basically it. So, what was the moral of the story today? Don't play with crocodiles. They are very, very, very mean. You can watch me as I... Oh god! Jeez, quick!
Crocodile.
In the boat!
I'm in. Bye-bye.
There's another boat over there.
Oh, he's coming after us.
Is he?
Yeah, he's in the water now. Okay, change of plans. Junk pile farming. Give me a tool. No, a camera. I'll take that too.
Oh god, he is it! Oh god!
Oh, what the hell?
See, jeez! What the hell? He's chasing me! Oh god, it's like it's the Godzilla film! Oh god! Godzilla 2000 running away! I'm the submarine! Oh god!
I see broken textures. All the fish are flying in the air over here.
Oh god!
Oh, he's still there. Yeah, he got you. And the boat drives away. I didn't think they would chase you that far into seawater.
I didn't either, Mr. Cheese. So, you know.
Can you get in the river right now?
Oh.
Can you guys hear me?